Hi, this is Jeline from the Honors Tutorial. Welcome back to the last part of fractions as exponents. This is under Mathematics 9. Let us have example number 10. So we have here 20 raised to 1 over 8 over 20 raised to 1 over 8. And this will be your solution for this. Let's copy first the given. So we have here 20 raised to 1 over 8 over 20 raised to 1 over 8. Since this is division, we have to subtract the exponents. So copy the base because the base are the same. So we have here 20 raised to 1 over 8 minus 1 over 8. Since we have here similar fractions, meaning same denominators, kindly subtract the numerator directly. So copy the base first and subtract the numerators. 1 minus 1, that's 0 over 8. We will just copy the denominator. Let's simplify this fraction part. Always remember that when your numerator is equal to 0, automatic your whole fraction is equal to 0. So it is 20 raised to 0. And please be reminded that when your exponent is 0, automatically your answer is equal to 1. Because any number that you raise to 0 is equal to 1. So that's for example 10. Let us have another. We have here 4 raised to 1 half raised to 3. So let's have the solution. Copy the given first. That's 4 raised to 1 half raised to 3. Since we have here an exponent which is outside the parentheses, what you are going to do is to copy the base and multiply the exponents. So that is 4 raised to 1 half times 3. Copy the base, which is 4, and then multiply the exponents. 1 times 3, that's 3. And then copy the denominator, which is 2. And then we are going to change this into radicals. Your base, which is 4, will be your radicand here. And then 2 will be your index. So remember, when it is 2, we are not writing it here in our index. We just let it to become an invisible number. It is there, but it is not written. And then 3 will become your exponent. So it is square root of 4 raised to 3. We still need to simplify this. 4 raised to 3 meaning 4 times 4 times 4. And that is equal to what number? That's 64. So this is square root of 64. So simplify. Square root of 64 is 8. So the final answer is 8. Why is it 8? Because without having calculator, when you are solving for the square root of 64, just think of a number that when you raise to 2 is equal to 64. This is how. 8 raised to 2, meaning 8 times 8 is equal to 64. That's why the answer is 8. We are not including the exponent anymore, so just get the base, and that's the final answer. Let's have the other given, number 12. We have here 8 raised to 1/3 raised to 2. Same process, let's write the solution here. So that is 8 raised to 1/3 raised to 2. Copy the base and then multiply the exponents. So we have here 1/3 times 2. Then copy the base again and then multiply the exponents. 1 times 2, that's 2. Copy the denominator, which is 3. And then your base will be your radicand here. Of course, your denominator will become your index. So we will write 3 here and then this will become your exponent. Remember the parts. So that's 2. So that is cube root of 8 squared. We have to simplify your radicand. So we have here the cube root of 8 squared, meaning 8 times 8, not 8 times 2. So 8 times 8, that is 64. So now let's look for the cube root of 64. Or without having calculator, just think of number that when raised to 3 is equal to 64. And that's 4. So the answer is 4. Why is it 4? Because 4 raised to 3 is equal to 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16 times 4, that's 64. We are not going to get the exponent, but instead we are going to get the base. So that's 4. Let's have another example. Number 13. 4 times 8. The quantity of 4 times 8 raised to 1 half. There's two way of solving it. Let's have the first method first. Solution. Write the given, which is the quantity of 4 times 8 raised to 1 half. Simply multiply 4 and 8, so that's 32. And then copy the exponent, which is 1 half. And then change this into radical, then it will become the square root of 32. And then after that, factor out 32. One factor is a perfect square number and one is not. So that is square root of 16 times 2. The square root of 16 is 4. Copy square root of 2. So the answer is 4 square root of 2. And this is the second method that I am talking about earlier. So let's copy the given. That's 4. The quantity of 4 times 8 raised to 1 half. You have to distribute 1 half to each of the number inside the parentheses. Then it will become 4 raised to 1 half times 8 raised to 1 half. And then we have to change this into radicals. Then it will become square root of 4 times square root of 8. Square root of 4 is 2 times square root of 8. 8 is factorable. So think of factors of 8. One is a perfect square number while the other one is not. So that is 4 times 2. So we have here 2 times square root of 4, that's 2, square root of 2. 2 times 4 is 4, square root of 2. So the answer is the same. You may use any of the method that you are comfortable using. Let's have the last example. This is example number 14. We have here 81. The quantity of 81 over 125 raised to 1/3. So let's have the solution. Copy the given first. And then distribute the exponent here inside the parentheses. So it will become 81 raised to 1 over 3 over 125 raised to 1 over 3. And then we are going to change this into radicals. It will become the cube root of 81 over the cube root of 125. There's no exact cube root for 81. So therefore, we are going to factor 81. The first factor should be a perfect cube number and the other one is not. And that is 27 times 3. So 27 times 3 is 81. So therefore, we can use it over cube root of 125 is 5 because 5 times 5 is 25 times 5, that's 125. And then we will get the cube root of 27, that's 3. And then cube root of 3 over 5. So this is the answer for example number 40. So that's it. That is the last part of fractions as exponents. I hope that you have learned something today. From part 1 to part 3 of this topic. If you have further inquiries or questions about us or about the topic, kindly message the Honors Tutorials page. Thank you and God bless.